promoting the sport of modern flying. You see precision-built flight model aircraft and flight signalling. The Coppice Company, which is west of the Duxford Museum, these team Coppice Company drop in and have a go at weaving a bird season. The modern military village, that's west of the American Air Museum, is serving military personnel here about their experiences during their display of various pieces of kit and equipment next to a variety of static military vehicles. The Allied Star, this is a World War II reenactment group, displaying all aspects of wartime life, from the front line, and we're invited to meet the mad scientists. They'll be conducting daring demonstrations, including bombing dry ice potions, robot obstacle courses, dinosaur excavation, giant bubble making, mysterious dancing magnets, and lots more. And find out what that is all about. We've got absolutely no idea. There's a mad scientist.
And then we've got our traditional Sea Fun Fair, also west of the American Air Museum. That's open into the early evening until 6 p.m. with the Gallopers Carousel, the Ferris wheel, the swing boats, the children's toy town ride and so forth. And lastly, Stunt Bag, west of the American Air Museum, gives you the chance to release, it says here, your inner daredevil and make like a stuntman, which apparently involves throwing yourself from the top of a high tower. No. So that's what's going on in all the zones. A lot of it throughout there. There's the odd exceptions to that, slightly earlier. But great entertainment on the ground, just as we're going to have in the air. Now, I mentioned that this was going to happen a while ago. The two Army Air Corps Apache AH-2s, the latest model of the Apache British Army service, heading over back to their base at Watcham to refuel before returning here for their display slot later on today. version of those bombs were in service when war broke out. In fact, Fort Leonard went RAF to the airplane. Carried on because the Leonard were moved without what we're going to see shortly is in Part 1 Fighter 1F form. Fighter Command, Blenheim's in this configuration.
Gunship, spike, static sound, 160 degrees, 3 kilometers, radar acquired, chapping, version target. Grenade target, SCR, target, identified, hostile sound, 3.2 kilometers, TP, 170, active missile. Heading 170, missile from the left rail, half clear, in constraint.
A pair of hidden Army Air Corps Apache AH-64E attack helicopters run in. They're abreast for maximum firepower and able to fire a next-generation Hellfire missile from up to 12 kilometers away. They run in and search for further targets.
Good effect on target, radar destroyed. Support number is not seen. Attack running, rocket gun.
The pilots throw the aircraft into a rapid return-to-target maneuver, while in the front seat, the co-pilot gunners will be working to identify any further targets among the dust and debris of the initial strike. When the mission commander is satisfied that the enemy air defense is destroyed, the gunships can climb to identify all enemy threats from above. This is done through the use of advanced thermal targeting cameras, and in the cockpit, the crews will conduct a set of pre-engagement checks.
Route recording, arms clear, clearance is self-defense, active source, tango 3, target tab, rocket selected, go call. Roger, going call, 4 rockets for effect, weapons armed and active. Deactivate nav range, match and shoot. Close rocket, match and shoot, firing.
If enemy movement is seen, gunship 1 and 2 can take action to dive on the target and engage with 70mm high explosive Hydra rockets like you have just seen. If aircraft sensors were to pick up the thermal image of enemy troops, the pilots would then execute another return to target maneuver and engage with high explosive rockets and follow up 30mm cannon.
Great, manpass 12 o'clock, flares, we attack from Charlie 2, target rocket.
Once satisfied any positions are clear of enemy forces, the Apache pair climb into Overwatch, out of the gunfire threat, but able to destroy any targets that may present themselves.
Good effect on target with 4 enemy vehicles destroyed, radar threat. Target, light helmet sight, dismount HMG, light gun, 10 round burst, valid range, firing.
And with the air defense threat destroyed, the attack helicopters can continue to provide security of the objective area, while the Wildcats insert a team of Rangers. These come from the Army Special Operations Brigade. The Wildcat provides close support to the team with its 12.7mm heavy machine gun.
Good spot, target round. All targets destroyed, continue.
Destroyed, we can now demonstrate the gunship's amazing maneuverability to you.
To your left and right, you will now see a 180-degree wing over, the fastest and most efficient way of performing a helicopter U-turn. The Apache cruises at 140 miles per hour, and when responding to an urgent scenario, such as troops in contact, we can fly over 180 miles per hour, covering 3 miles per minute over the ground. The Apache has a combat range of over 300 nautical miles, which can be enhanced with external fuel tanks. This gives us over 4.5 hours flying time. Despite being large and heavy, the Apache is highly maneuverable, as you can see with this 270-degree wing over. Its combat weight can be over 10 tons, able to carry a combination of 16 Hellfire or Javelin missiles, 76 Hydra rockets, and 1,200 high-explosive cannon rounds. The fire control radar you see on top of the aircraft can detect 1,024 targets, including small drones, prioritize the most dangerous 256, shoot the most dangerous... Despite all the technology, our aircraft are still built around survivability. The crew are encased in a Kevlar composite armoured tub. The glass in front of the pilot is capable of protecting them from high explosive rounds or explosive drone attacks. All integral systems are duplicated, meaning if one is blown up, another somewhere else on the aircraft allows the fight to continue. The AH-64E can soak up hostile fire and return the crew home safely. The aircraft systems will detect any threat to the aircraft. The cannon can automatically track a moving target and will follow the line of sight of the pilot. We can now see the cannon move beneath the aircraft as the pilot looks around. All they need to do is look at the target, squeeze the trigger, and a deadly burst of 30mm cannon rounds will destroy that threat. The M230 chain gun fires 11 rounds per second of high explosive, armor-piercing ammunition. You'll now see the Wildcat repositioned in front of you. It is a small, agile helicopter with a top speed of 178 miles per hour and a range of 250 nautical miles. It can carry a crew-served weapon of up to 50 caliber and has a powerful camera to look deep into enemy territory. The crew are qualified and cameras ready for the final photo opportunity of our display. The Wildcat today was flown by Cy Bogue, WO1 Niall Sullivan and crewed by Staff Sergeant Sean Toulson. Gunship 1 was flown by Major Nick Birrell and Major Pete Steinberg, both instructors on operational conversion to the Apache. Put your hands together for the 2025 Army Air Corps display team. Thank you, Duxford. Have a great evening.